was home.
Well, Specials and the Selector, I think, rehearsed at a pub called the Binley Oak, which was extremely cold.
If it's that cold, if there's a nice fence, couple houses down, we used to go and take the fence down and make firewood.
We squatted in an artefact building belonging to Lanchester Polytechnic, which is now the Coventry University. A couple of the guys sort of slept there, looked after the equipment for us, rehearsed anywhere really.
Creativity came courtesy of Jerry Dammers. He produced the image both on and off paper.
We had to look the part, you know?
It was a very stern image.
But we didn't used to buy our clothes from tailors. We didn't go to tailors or anything. We used to go to second-hand shops.
I wore the gear. It's part of the job.
We never smiled in our photographs. We never, ever smiled. We were all in bad moods usually anyway, so it wasn't hard to do.
Jerry came to me and Jerry said, Lynn, have you got a shirt? And I says, yeah, I got a shirt. Do you mind putting a shirt on instead of the T-shirt? I said, no, Jerry, I don't want to wear a shirt tonight. I'm going to wear a white T-shirt. We had a big argument before on stage because of that, you know. When I got to the stage where I just thought, I want to wear a T-shirt tonight, Jerry, just a white T-shirt. I am not going to ask your permission. I am going to wear a white T-shirt. But he had an image visually of what the band should look like, you know.
Tonic suits and Harrington jackets. Still got mine in the old wardrobe. After the break, two-tone take to the road and tensions start to rise on and off stage. We'll be back in a mo. Welcome back. Now, Coventry may have been the birthplace of two-tone, but just down the road in Brum, the Beat were well on their way to a record deal. They'd already had a seal of approval from the music maestro, John Peel.
He did a show in Birmingham, and this was the very early days before the Beat were even known or anything.
The Beat played first, for reasons which I can't really remember, but I suppose because I was sort of top of the bill.
And the crowd went mad, and we came off, did an encore, did a couple more songs, came off again, and John Peel came on and said,
I'll give the band 15 minutes to get their breath back, and then we'll get them to do the whole set again. And then I said, I'll give them my cheque, which is 800 quid, and I'll take theirs, which is 80, I think. And
he swapped the cheques, like as promised, and we came on and played. I mean, we were just overwhelmed by all this. It was like, wow, I think we are good after all, guys. Shortly after, we heard the Selector were going on tour. We'd obviously sent our demo tape to Two-Tone, and they'd heard this, and they asked us if we'd go on tour with the Selector. And at the end of that tour, they offered us a single on Two-Tone. They said, would you like to be the next Two-Tone act? And at that time, I think they'd already had, you know, 3 hits or something on that label. So to be like the 4th band on it was, I mean, it was put on a plate for us, more or less.
Playing live was what these bands did best. Two-tone tours took to the road.
It was a 55-seater coach with 3 7-piece bands going out on tour for really their first time ever.
I remember we did a photo session on the motorway, you know. Some of the guys got arrested on the M1. You know, all the bands meet up on the M1, middle of the night. And we just did a big, you know, big photo session to promote the Two-Tone tour. Can you imagine the whole gang of us with all the followers and the hangers on and everybody on the M1? So the police come, the police say, what the hell is happening on the motorway cafe, you know? So a few guys got a bit rowdy and a couple of guys got arrested. But that was what, it was a real big family.
It was complete and utter anarchy, really. Anybody who saw those gigs will always remember them. The balconies were always rocking. You could see the movement, and the stages that they built were never really that safe either. And the Specials finale at the end of the night was to get the whole audience on stage, more or less. It was crazy, yeah. The stage did give away several times, I think.
And we did some gigs with the police in the States. The first time we went over there, you know, Sting came in to our dressing room and asked us if we would calm the show down a bit. He was having trouble following it, you know.
it's alternative music that you don't need to take drugs.